Alright now, well, welcome back to my channel. Well, we're in here working on the race car today. Figure I'd put you on my head and let you see what I see. So I'm gonna use this head mount since I used it the other night. First of all, we got some things to talk about. It's okay, baby. Listen, Daddy loves you. I didn't cheat on you. No coyotes for me. I'm good. I'm a straight woman. I like women. I don't like guys. I love you. Be good to me. Can't no coyote do to me what you do to me. I love you. Whew. Now we got that out the way. I had to say my piece to my lady here. You know, she knew I went to the track today with that coyote car. She didn't feel right. So she come up in here, she gave me the cold shoulder. She's all cold right now. I touch her, she's cold. So I had to pep talk her a little bit, but we good. Anyway, so we're gonna come up in here today and we're gonna start, I hope y'all can see this well. We're gonna start messing with these brakes. So I just stuck the bearing on that last night just so I could stick it up on there. So now I got this bolted together. John told me I drilled these bolts crooked. Me not see nothing crooked. Look, we don't see. It'll be all right. She'll live. Told him it didn't matter. Told you, John, it didn't matter. Won't you listen to me? Anyways, we're gonna work on getting them brakes mounted tonight on this car. I'm gonna see if I can't grease the bearings, put the new seals in it. Get that. I still gotta put the control arm on the passenger side because I haven't changed the passenger side control arm out. So I wanted to wait until I got the spindles and the hubs because I said, well, heck, ain't no sense in doing it with not needing to. So I'm gonna get this thing jacked up, get this wheel pulled off of it real quick. I remember the other week when I was messing with this thing, I had loosened the K member up because I was doing some adjustments on it. So that's why this thing is moving around. I just forgot to tighten this side. I tightened the other side up. I just hadn't went back over the car. I might have to get some light and make it where y'all can see this a lot better than what you can. Here we go. I should just get a socket. I'd probably be faster, a little better off. All right, let's see. Right. See. I said, hopefully this video is worth the crap. 43.2 pounds on that. Let's see, it is number 4. £23.2. So exactly a 20-pound savings going from that to that. So that's 40 pounds of wheel, not including the lower control arms, which saves us a little bit more. So that's not bad. All right, so I got my pan off. I've always hated this pan since I put it on. It's a steel pan. Ain't really no metal in the pan or nothing. It's pretty clean down there. So what I did just a minute ago, I ordered a new pan through Advance. Ordered a B&M pan. It don't matter who it's made by, but I ordered an aluminum pan. Because typically, these steel pans, they distort. They're so hard to seal off, and that's why this is all silicone. Because I kept having a pan leak on. I couldn't ever get it not to leak. So I always silicone both sides of it. So I got to take my regulator off, and then tomorrow my aluminum pan will be here, and it should seal off pretty good. But let's get back under the car. I just now got back down here from getting some supper tonight. Oh, so here you go. So first, foremost, we're gonna come up in here. Let me pull that little silicone out the way. I'm gonna pull the filter off, and I'm gonna start pulling all my valve body off. And then I also got to come up in here and pull the reverse band. I got to pull this out of it and pull the spring out, because it comes with a new spring. I probably don't have to change the spring because I changed it with the other valve body, but we're gonna change it anyways while we're here. So let me go ahead and get this pulled loose real quick. All right, so after taking a bath, I got the valve body off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now I know I've been putting off so long of taking this thing apart. I really struggle with taking stuff apart that ain't broke. I don't know why. It's even in my normal job. If I know something ain't broke, it's really hard for me just to go take it apart for no reason. It's one of them issues. And like I said, there's nothing wrong with it. We're just changing for upgrades, and it really freaking bothers me. Now I done got oil on my hand. It done splashed, hit me in the eyes. Made a mess down here. It really ain't fun, I can just tell you that. Well, I tried to install that spring on the rear servo, and it ain't working with me. So transmission worked before, we're not using it. But anyways, figured I'd go and show you this. So this is my this is the regular style trans brake solenoid, like I was talking about in my other video about the valve bodies, how to make a stop valve body into a reverse manual. Well, right here's the little pin, and this is what pushes for reverse. And if you look at it, I put this little spring. It's just a spring I have because I put this thing together, and one day the trans brake went to the trans brake wouldn't release when I let go of it. So I installed this little spring right here, and ever since I've done that, that thing has worked phenomenal. I've had some pretty quick reaction times because of it. So, or not because of it, because I've had some pretty good reaction times, but like I said, the spring made it lightning fast on. And like I said, it's not much, it's just a simple little spring, but that thing, like I said, as soon as I let go of the button, it flies. All right, well, like I said, I went ahead and put the cover back on it because I ain't even messing with it. All right, now I got everything cleaned up. There's a pin that goes in here, and they got this block off plate. There's some silicone right there. Not silicone. There's an O-ring all the way already up in here. So you push that plug in, and that's just a block off is all that is. So now I'm gonna go back through and take my other, my retainer that I have right here. I'm gonna clean it up. Well, let me get you to it. There, I'm gonna clean it up and I'm gonna bolt it on. All right, so it comes with a new plug connector right here on it. I went ahead and hook my trans brake up right there. Hook up to that connector. It probably looks horrible. It's probably all on my camera. If it's anything like the screen, it looks rough. Oh, it looks a little better like that. Well, that camera must be cleaner. But yeah, so I got it stuck up in here. I still got to go through and tighten up all my bolts. I got to go through and wait on my pan to come tomorrow. And I got to figure out a new way to mount my little regulator. I'm going to start working on that right now before I leave for tonight. And I'll come back in the morning and tighten everything up. I'm impressed with the bracket, the piece of billet here they send for a spacer and all, so you filter it all tight. It ain't like it is, like your normal style stuff has this deal right here, and your filters are always loose and bouncing around and stuff like that. Well, they sit on the bottom of the pan so they don't bounce around, but I like the way that is. It looks good. It looks real nice. All right, guys, well, it just came. Went ahead and ordered it's a B&M one. It's the only one that they could advance to get. It's the fastest I could get. I overpaid a little bit on it from what you can turn around and buy one for, but it is what it is. Like I said, it's a decent looking pan. So let me get on there and get this thing put on there and get some fluid in this thing today. All right, now, well, we're on our way over to Nigels. My camera's dirty, I'm sorry. Or my face is dirty, I'm sorry. But like I said, I got the car behind him. I don't know what it is about pulling a car with that ain't all in, that's all in pieces that makes me worried. Like, this car could be all together. It's a hunk of junk. I don't care about it. Like, I fly down the road. But something about me hauling this thing behind me in pieces with no doors on it keeps making me look back at it to check to make sure ain't nothing fell off. Should nothing fall off, but God, it worries the crap out of me. Looking around, I'm like, well, what's gonna fall off? Like, to me, I don't know. Makes me feel like the whole car's gonna fall off. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what it is about it, but I will say on the B&M pan that I bought or whatever, it was a little expensive. Like I said, I think I gave right at $200 for it through Advance because I could get it today. I mean, I could go online and buy one for $50, $60, but I would have had to wait and that just didn't fit my timeline because I had to come over here. We had to get over here to Nigel's because he's ready to get the cage started on. That way it don't tie his day up too much. And when somebody's helping you out, you can't really, you just gotta get it done. Like, I don't want to put him in a burden, so I'm going through and tie his time up. So I figure I'd get it over here as soon as possible. He wanted it this morning. I thought the pan was gonna be here this morning, but it didn't come till after lunch. But I will say, just sticking the pan on, I dumped my fluid in it. I went ahead because I didn't have time to deal with the dipstick and all, because it has a low carb dipstick. And anybody that has a low carb dipstick knows them things are a pain to put fluid in. They leak trying to dump fluid in to fit, and low carb, they could come up with a better design. I can just tell you that. Like, it's one of the worst designs. I mean, they look good and they seal off good, but when putting fluid in them, you don't want to. You don't even want to put no fluid in them. So I went ahead and dumped 6 quarts in the pan. That way I could turn around and put it on it. So once I start lifting the pan up, I'm trying to keep it level to keep fluid from dropping on me or spilling. And oh my God, my arm, I got up there and the pan it had to be exactly perfect for it to fit all the bolt holes. So I'm up there and I'm trying to fight and line it. Luckily, I seen a lone screwdriver beside of me. I grabbed it, I wedged it underneath the pan. I was like, because my arms were just about tired and I did not want to let that thing down to have to pick it back up or just take a chance on dropping it, spilling it. So I was able to wedge the screwdriver in it. Then I could get another screwdriver and line up all my holes and then start putting it in. And once I got it in there, then my shifter, I had to modify my shifter bracket because it's a flat bracket and it had to be curved where the bolt holes are. It couldn't be just a flat piece because these are inset because of the size of the pan or whatever. They're recessed or whatever. So I had to go through and trim my bracket, but all that stuff was simple. So got it together, fired it up, went right into drive, hit reverse, and didn't work. I was like, oh my God, here we go. I'm going to fight this thing. So I pulled the wire off, tested it, was getting power. I was like, what the crap's wrong? I kept on, kept pulsing it, and finally I heard the relay, the solenoid on there, I heard it click inside the pan. I was like, well, maybe it'll work now. So I fired it up, it backed up. I dumped 2 more quarts of fluid in it, loaded on the trailer, and like I said, off to Nigel's, here we go. All right, guys, well, I gotta give you a little update. Nigel's been in here. He's been putting some gussets, if you look over on the thing, because it's not welded all the way around the top. So he wanted to add some gussets to make it strong. Like I care what's strong. I said it ain't looking bad. Figure I'd give you an update over here too. Look, old Dirt Nasty Slow over here, look at her. Ended up, that's what I've been doing today, as you can tell. Been sanding on this thing right here, getting it ready, doing the body work. So we're ready for primer right now. We're actually cleaning the dyno room up. John's already working on it. We're gonna go through and lay some plastic out, roll over there. I'm gonna put this thing in primer. And then that way all we gotta do is just wet sand it and it'll be ready for some paint. She looking good. It's low. All right, guys, well, got this thing in some primer today. If you look at it, had to fix all the little spots there. Looks pretty good. We ain't worried about this. We got a piece of trimming that goes over this, but we're gonna wet sand the car. We're gonna hit the car with 600 grit, and one of Nigel's customers has a paint booth. They're gonna go ahead and paint it for us or whatever. So I've been in here just wiping up all the stuff off of it. But it turned out looking pretty good, I think. Like I said, they're gonna paint it a flat red color. So the old car's coming together. You can paint this car just about any color and it's gonna look good. No matter what color you paint, because she's bad. Did I tell you? She bad. She bad. Look at her. That thing gonna look good. So I gotta get a little spot here on the windshield, I see. Oh, big. I'm gonna paint the front next. I'm going to put it in primer. Then it'll be ready to block. It'll be ready to go off to the Bodywork. It'll be ready to go off to the paint shop. Get painted because the bodywork will be done. All right, guys. Well, it's been a long day today. Left out the house at 8 o'clock this morning. Pulled back up at 11 o'clock. So it's been an extremely long day, but we got a lot done. Well, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you one later. Thank you.